And here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the Canadian Zerg player representing Team License to Kill. He just brought down the Mexican Protoss. Now he's up against the Peruvian Zerg. It is Bioice. Oh, let's go, Bobby, because spawning in the top left-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have his opponent. We have the Peruvian Zerg player representing Root Gaming. Not just representing, but the owner of Root Gaming, going for a 12 pool. It is CatZ. Oh my god, the reads! Wow! So CatZ is opening up with a 12 pool. Bioice responds with a pool first here back at home. A very safe opener from Bioice, and it makes sense. Some people were talking about it in the chat, how aggressive, how wild, how unpredictable CatZ can be. And in a ZvZ, I think we all expect hyper aggression here. So Bioice with this opener should be safe. What's important, this isn't a 13-12. It's a 12 pool, which means you can transition. You can transition pretty seamlessly. We do have a natural on the way. The downside here to CatZ's build and his opener is that he will have his gases delayed. It does typically mean that he's going to be wanting to wall off here on 2 bases, skip link speed and go straight into roaches if the game goes on that long. Meanwhile, Lings are rushing across the map. They're about to be revealed here to the Overlord of Bioice, and this will come down to micro. This will come down to control. Here we go. Spine Crawler gets thrown down on the high ground as well. Bioice taking this very seriously, as CatZ is still making Lings. He made an abundance of Lings here before starting to drone. We do see it cancel. It looks like Bioice has recognized that this is not a 13-12. And yeah, he's just going to be dancing here with the Lings of CatZ. No Ling speed available for CatZ, so there's not going to be kind of any big timing where he can dive on the Lings of Bioice. So Bioice is just taking this slow and steady. The Queen moves down from the high ground as well. Oh. And yeah, so far the defense has been pretty good, but oh, he wants to surround on the Queen. He does commit to a fight here, but more Ling reinforcements are coming on out, and with the power of the Queen, Bioice does hold and does maintain an economic lead. Not just that, but he also has a gas lead as well, and we'll see what he utilizes this on. Again, I mentioned it earlier, the downside is that CatZ has 0 gas to work with, and he will most likely be looking to wall off here on 2 bases to be safe against a Ling flood. Bioice, despite having 100 gas, isn't going for Ling speed, which I think is a smart choice. What is he going to use this gas on though? That's the question. Meanwhile, the Queens are moving out. They're going to be able to pick off one of these Overlords. Ooh, supply blocking CatZ. Meanwhile, we did have one Link slip into the main base to scout. And I love this. Bioice is going for a lair. I do believe that Link speed is a bit of a trap, just because CatZ should be aware of his vulnerabilities with this opener and should be pretty defensive back at home. So rushing into a lair like this does open things up for Bioice to potentially go into mutas. Right, here we go. CatZ moving out here with his Lings, just posturing, just looking to threaten the wall. We do have a +1 range on the way. No additional gases have been taken, so it looks like this shouldn't be mutas. Looks like this may just be for a roach timing. At the same time, CatZ likewise is skipping Ling speed and going straight for a lair as well. Bioice is taking 2 more gases though, only 2, so 3 in total. This still is a setup for roach speed, and there we go, there is roach speed on the way. And Bioice, he's just like kind of mimicking CatZ. CatZ is doing a very similar build, but Bioice is getting here faster. CatZ is taking all 4 of his gases, and he's getting Ling speed. This could be 2-base muta, which would be crazy on Neo Humanity. Ay, ay, ay. I do think that 2-base muta is a really risky thing to go for, but CatZ is all about that risk. All about that reward. He's going to be headed towards that 3rd base location to try and take a 3rd. He's got a safety Spine Crawler. He has all of his gases. There is the spy that we were talking about. 2-base muta from CatZ. He may die before he gets any mutas out, because that roach count is getting higher and higher, and Bioice is cutting drones at 41. He's going to be going for a big roach timing, and CatZ is now aware of what's happening. He sees the roaches coming across the map. He's throwing down as many spine crawlers as he can. CatZ just needs to hold. He just has to survive long enough for the spire to finish, but that is going to be a tough ask because the roaches of Bioice are already arriving. He shows up. He sees the oh my god, the forest of spine crawlers. He's going to avoid them. Oh my god. Just goes straight into the main base instead. The Ling's going to try and chase him down, but the positioning here behind the mineral line is a little bit too good. These roaches should eventually be cleaned up, but we have more roaches on the way. Oh, is it going to be enough? That is the question. The Lings are being cleaned up one after another. The boys are being pulled to surround the roaches as well. CatZ doing everything he can to try and defend here. The queens have all fallen, though. Ling reinforcements should be enough. And the mutas are coming out. Now, was this enough damage? CatZ lost 6 drones. He lost, look at the ESL have 6 drones and 3 queens and a lot of Lings. But we did have to waste a lot of minerals producing those Lings as well. But the mutas are arriving, and Bioice is going to have to respect that. I love this, though. Bioice, he has a lot of roaches. He needs to use these roaches somehow, some way, and his answer is going to be Burrow. Tunneling Claws and Burrow are on the way. Mutas are going to be clearing out all of the overlords on the map. CatZ is getting that map control. Bioice, is he going to be able to defend his bases? He has a couple of spores in each base. There's a couple of queens as well. A lot of queens, actually. Ugh. Ling's trying to target fire a drone there, and I believe they get 1 drone, but it did cost a lot of Lings for that to happen. What's important is that CatZ is being zoned away from the Roach Warren. This Roach Warren hasn't been rescouted. He doesn't know that it's being researched and that these roaches are about to go across the map. There is no detection, no spores. The spine crawlers are repositioning over towards the 3rd base. But Bioice has a lot of potential here with this roach push. Does have detection with his main army, does have that overseer. Muta's trying to find a little bit more damage. Meanwhile, CatZ is not going mass muta. He's actually transitioning into roaches, which I do think is a smart choice. 2 drones go down. Meanwhile, the roaches are burrowed across the map, and we got a spore on the way here at the 3rd at least. But it's not about the 3rd, it's about the natural, and this spore may just be a little bit too late. The mutas are a little bit preoccupied out here on the map, and yeah, the spores are not done in time. The roaches are being split up between both of these bases. Hydras are coming up behind this. The roaches on Burrow, they reveal themselves, and now every single mineral line is on fire right now. 10, 11 drones going down. Ugh, and they can just burrow. They can just burrow and keep on tunneling. 16 drones, an entire mineral line goes down for CatZ. And I love this. We're even hiding some roaches in the main base so we can keep on going from here. The roaches here of Bioice hiding behind the natural as well. We still have roaches at the 3rd. Again, roaches in every single base. CatZ is looking for them. And he will eventually clean this up. But mate, did I say 16 earlier? I meant to say 24. Oh. 25 drones and counting, because we still have roaches in the main base as well. This has gotten out of hand. CatZ's economy is crippled. He's going for a counterattack because he has to, but he's about to run into Roach Ravager. Sorry, Roach Hydra. Oh, the roaches are back, Buffy. They're back. Not like this. Not like this. Oof. And from here, Bioice just has to keep producing roaches and hydras, and he should be fine. At this point, actually, we probably don't even need any hydras. Like, there's not that many mutas to begin with. It's mainly roaches that are required. CatZ even getting supply block, losing this overlord, and Bioice is going to be able to force his way forward. CatZ trying to keep up here. He's going to be getting a... he does have a decent roach count. He does have ravagers as well. He can take a fight. He does have a comparable army supply compared to his opponents. Oh god, but every single muta is going down. The roaches are trading with each other. It looks like CatZ is going to be able to fend this off. CatZ is going to survive, but he's all in. He's not re-droning behind this. He's making more lings and more roaches. He's got to make this push work. There we go. Finally, we're going back to droning here for CatZ. We gotta make something happen, Papi. We gotta drone, Papi. We gotta drone, and yeah, it's just too much damage early on. A great reaction from Bioice from the initial 12 pool. A great follow-up as well, which did make a lot of sense. And CatZ is gonna be losing his third hatchery. Oh no, God! No. Is gonna be losing his third hatchery. GG gets called, and Bioice will take game number 1. Ooh, GG. And yeah, a great reading of the situation for Bioice, that we're on near humanity and it's CatZ we're talking about, so most likely we're going to be seeing an early pool, so a nice read of him to go for a pool first opener, and again, a great choice to go for a faster lair, not into link speed, not into a baneling nest, things that otherwise wouldn't really work in that situation. So a good understanding of the ZvZ matchup here from Bioice. CatZ as well, his own follow-up made a lot of sense. It's just a rough position to be in when you go for a 12 pool and it doesn't work, right? And it doesn't really do the damage that it needed to do when you show up and you're up against a pool first, you know? It's like, oh, like, it's not ideal for the 12 pool player, unfortunately. And CatZ did go for a bit of a gamble for going for the 2-base muta as well. And unfortunately, Bioice just was kind of setting up for a counter to it, or a way to counteract that 2-base muta. Here we go. We're now going to be getting into game number 2, as I just update the score on the screen. And this is a best of 3. So CatZ is up against the wall right now. He needs to bring it back here and now in game 2. And it's going to be on Ancient Cistern. Oh, happy Easter, Papi. Happy Easter to everyone in the chat, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, making some drones. You love to see it. We have the Canadian Zerg player representing Psystorm Gaming. It is Bioice. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have his opponents. We have the Peruvian Zerg player representing Root Gaming, also making drones. You love to see it. It is CatZ. Of course, CatZ, a very smart player. He does a lot of theory crafting of his own, coming up with his own responses and his own builds. For a long time, he has been a presence, not just in the StarCraft 2 community, but he was also a competitor in Brood War back in the day as well, if you were not aware. So CatZ, his life, his love has been StarCraft for a very long time, even starting his own team, Root Gaming, as well. And yeah, for those who don't know, especially in the not early days, but older days, not so much the case anymore, but back in Heart of the Swarm, he used to even coach some of the best players in the world. Oh my god. And we have a 3-hatch opening. We're going gasless. Interesting. So we're going for this is crazy. This isn't just gasless. This is hatch, before pool, before gas, but he's not taking it as a third. He's getting a macro hatch. There's only one other player that I know who does this consistently, and that's Ender. Ender does this opener in ZvZ. It's really risky, but because this map is so large, you can get away with this, and this can lead into a Ling Flood, just because you have so much lava to work with. That's kind of the upside of this. The amount of lava that you have available, the amount of injects and queens that you have available as well. So very greedy here from CatZ. Shout out to Ender, by the way. The Filipino Zerg player. I remember it's a bait as well. I remember like Ender would be competing against players and they would see this macro hatch and they'd be like, what? And like Ender wants you to push into this because he's going to have so many queens to defend to make up for his lack of lings and lack of link speed. Like, the defensive position here on 2 bases for CatZ is going to be insane. Bioice responds. He's going for his own third on location, as to be expected. With his link speed, with his gas, he's going to be getting link speed as well. Of course, we have added SimCity here, and it's going to be difficult to abuse this position. It's going to be difficult to bust this location. Just getting link speed for map control more than anything. And going to be looking to maybe even deny and punish the third when CatZ tries to take it. Meanwhile, to try and catch up in the lack of gas, CatZ is taking a very fast second gas here as well. Again, this is really common with gasless openers, just because you need to try and catch up in some way, shape, or form. And I wouldn't be surprised if CatZ skips link speed here and goes straight to roaches. Oh, never mind. +1 melee on the way. I was talking about this earlier. The big advantage of going for something like this is the amount of larva you have available, and it looks like he's planning to link flood. Oh, no, 2-base meter once again. So he's gonna have links to work with, clearly, due to this +1 melee. But he may be looking to cancel this. He's taking all of his gases. He's going for that fast lair. My god. And to be fair, Ancient Cistern is a much better map to go for mutas. Why? Near Humanity actually has the shortest rush distance in the entire map pool. That's why these roach counterattacks hit so much harder, so much faster on Near Humanity. That's why it's so risky to go 2-base muta on that map. On Ancient Cistern, much larger. Second largest map in the map pool, second only to Altitude. Because of that, we have so much room, so much freedom to do whatever we want. And we'll see what is decided with this lair, because we have a second Evo chamber on the way. We do have, yeah, quite a different setup compared to game 1. Meanwhile, Bioice has stopped draining. This is crazy. Bioice is ling flooding CatZ right now. We'll see if he can pull this off here. The lings are about to show up. We have roaches coming up behind this as well. CatZ is going 2-base muta, by the way, despite having the double Evo chambers. But it's going to be so difficult to break this position, but he's going to be able to... Can he deny +1 melee? 5, 4, 3 does get denied. 3 seconds away from finishing. Oh my god. Wow. It was so close. The third base gets denied as well. And now CatZ is stuck on 2 bases. He does have the Spire on the way. He has a lot of lings, but he doesn't have any upgrades. Not anymore. Bioice, meanwhile, is following this up with a roach push. And once again, I worry here for CatZ. He doesn't have a lot of room to throw down spine crawlers. There we go. 3 spines are going to be on the way. He needs to try and survive long enough for those mutas once again. Ay. Here we go. I mean, these things are doing a great job at keeping up here with the lings and with the army of Bioice that's slowing him down. CatZ, these spine crawlers are now halfway done. They have been confirmed by Bioice. And now he should be aware of the mutas. Ooh, bold moves to go for these Ravagers like this. The mutas are coming out. Bioice is looking to end the game. I don't know if he can, though. This is going to be a tight hold. The mutas are arriving. They're going to be able to focus on every single one of these Ravagers, but before that happens, he wants to bust on through. He does get a kill on one of the spine crawlers. He breaks into the natural base as well. Oh boy, and CatZ doesn't have anything on the ground. He has been broken. Sure, he has mutas, but at what cost, Papi? Once again, that Evo chamber is going to get denied. I said once again. I said what? It doesn't matter. Everything else is dying. The lings are in every single mineral line. There we go. Evo chamber gets taken down. CatZ has got his mutas. He's going to be able to kill everything, but he will also be losing every one of his drones. Ay. Looking at the units tab here, CatZ is down to 0 workers and 13 mutas. GG gets called, and Bioice will take the series 2-0. Oh, GG, well played. Congratulations to Bioice for taking down CatZ and moving on to a qualifying match. My condolences to CatZ. He did a really great job at making it this far to the round of 16. Very impressive overall. But alas, was unable to pull off his builds here, his openers against Bioice. Very creative though. Again, you rarely get to see that kind of gasless opener in ZvZ, specifically with that hatchery. Outside or at the macro hatch essentially. Yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. GG. Oh, unfortunately, that does mean that CatZ has been eliminated and will not be making it into the closed qualifier. So a little bit unfortunate that that is the case. And Bioice will be advancing on. Oh, sorry, I thought he moves. Yeah, qualifying match where he's waiting for the winner of Masa versus Marauder.